Hey, welcome to another episode of Music Tips Reviews with JG. Appreciate y'all for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you'll be updated on all my latest content. I always appreciate the love. Everybody's been waiting for this album. Everybody. Well, not everybody, because it took so long for this album to come out. Dopamine album. By Normani. Finally, they put an album out. I just don't like. I'm just discouraged the way her label. The people. I think RCA. The layout. The rollout of her albums. I feel it should be more promotion for her album. Even though I feel she's still trying to discover her lane as far as urban or, pop. And that's what I kind of got from this album. She's still trying to figure out, is she going to go all in pop or is she going to go all in urban? But I feel some songs, I feel she's, this is her first album, debut album, official, debut album. And I think on her next album she's really going to find her lane as far as her sound sonically. But I feel like sonically she knows where she should go. But how labels, how labels are. They tell you what songs you should push out. They should tell you, the songs you shouldn't push out. And so we're gonna go through this list. And also, I'm gonna give you my rating. I think my rating that I chose is more based on the sonics of this album more than the cohesiveness of this album. Cohesive. How the songs kind of line up, and song after song, how they line up. Is they line up in a good sequence where it's just a whole project, considered a project. Normani is very creative, very talented. Love the cover, very sexy, cool vibe to the album. Normani, I think she's very talented, vocally. I feel she got more in her as far as vocally. I think throughout the album, it kind of gives you that monotone vibe. I know she does a lot of minor melodies, minor chord, minor scale melodies, which is a lot in pop and urban music. Big Boy, I like the way it starts off. Nice, she get wild on that one. Big Boy. Still, I like she paid homage to the Houston rap scene. Still tipping on 4/4. The Mike Jones sample in there. I think that's her vibe too. I think that vibe, that urban vibe right there, is her good ground right there. Her vibe. Love All Yours. I think that's a very sexy song. That was a good song. Lights On was dope. Kind of like a ballad on the album. Take My Time. And I like her on those kind of sultry R&B vibes. I think, it's kind of similar to like Wild Side. That's on the album, of course, featuring Cardi B. Insomnia really hits her pop side. I believe Brandy is on the background vocals. I thought she's gonna be featured on this album. I believe Stargate produced this song as well. Candy Paint is a good vibe for her. Candy Paint is a good vibe for her. I believe Tommy Brown did a lot of production on this album. He also works with I believe he works with Ariana Grande as well. Candy Paint was very good vibe for her. Grip, And a lot of these songs give me that Timbaland collaboration vibe to it. And I like her vocal sonically as far as her voice. But I wish she could give a little bit more expression. If you know, it may be her vibe, maybe her lane. But sometimes I wish she could give a little bit more than what the studio gives her vocally. I feel she has more to offer. The only confusion, you know, with this album, and it's her debut album, but just trying to figure out which lane she want to go. Like I said earlier, you know, the urban vibe or the pop vibe. And I think she'll get there more and more as the albums progress. But like I said, sonically, it's a good song. Love the song with 150 with Gunna, 159. I think that's a good vibe for her as well. Distance was kind of boring to me. I ain't gonna lie. Tantrums featuring James Blake, pretty good song. I like its feature, James Blake. Little Secrets. I love the sonics of this one. I think it's a big vibe. Like I said, it didn't really match to me the rest of the album. But it's a good song. Little Secrets. I think it's a good song though, but I thought it didn't fit the album for me. Wild Side, of course, that was a good bop, but I don't like that you know, that she pushed out so many single after single, and it was no album to really come after that to give it momentum. Yeah, I hope they really, you know, after this album, they can find some type of way to really bring her out, you know, as far as promotion is concerned for her albums. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this album. I know this is a kind of high rating compared to a lot of other YouTube content creators out there that review this album, but I had to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I feel it was some very great songs, very great production. That's why I give it an 8. And a 0.5, I think vocally she has a great studio voice to really pull off these songs or any kind of song. I think she really gonna find her lane on her second album. Hopefully, you know, things work out where she consistently come out with albums. But I think it was a pretty solid album. I think it was highly anticipated. I think it was I wouldn't say worth the wait, but it was a pretty solid album. I think it was a safe album to me. Could they you know, have taken more risk? Of course, but I feel like they were playing it safe because this is her first debut album, you know, on the major label, you know, solo. You know, of course she was with Fifth Harmony, but I think it's a good solid album. So leave your comments what you thought about this album, Dopamine by Normani. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5. Like I said, the songs was good. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel, Music Tips and Reviews with JG. And until next time, peace.